Welcome to Everything Beautiful, Beautiful. Today I want to show you how I go about making one of my most popular items that I sell in my shop, and that is a custom sterling silver hammered texture bracelet. And these particular ones have Hebrew stamped on them. So I'm just going to take you through a simple process and you can see what I do all day. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube, I'm going to put links to the things that I use down below so that you can purchase them as well if you are making handmade jewelry. So right now I am hammering the edge of a sterling silver cuff in order to finish it off to make it pretty. And then I'm going to add some Hebrew names, making two of them actually, so I'll show you what that looks like. You can see the bumpy texture that's hammered, and I'm hammering the edge. Not sure you can see the edge clearly on that, but worship while I work. Take a look at that. I'll put pictures up when I'm done. I'm trying to move it around so you can see it. There we go. I think that's good. I don't know. I've got the wrong glasses on for that. Then I'm going to do the same thing to this one, and I'll come right back. Okay, so I finished hammering both the cuffs. These are sterling silver cuffs. They will be stamped with .925 on the back when I'm finished. And right now I have marked it, the middle, so that I can put everything centered. I'm putting Hebrew words centered right in the middle. So I've got my tape. This is Pintrest tape. That's all it is, blue Pintrest tape. And I'm going to place it slightly above. I pretty much eye everything. I mean, for the most part. So I know about where to put it to make the Hebrew stamps centered on the cuff. I'll put a picture on later when I'm finished. So Hebrew is level on the top, so I don't put it underneath to catch my letters. I put it on top to catch my letters as I place them and hammer them. Let me turn my music down. When I'm working with another language, I have to concentrate a little harder. All right, so the word I'm doing right now is Hadassah. Hadassah was Esther's real name, her Hebrew name. Esther in the book of the book of Esther. So not only when I stamp in Hebrew, not only do I have to stamp in another language, but I have to start, if I'm centering it, I have to start in the middle and work my way that direction, and then go back to the middle and work my way that direction, just to make sure it's all perfect and centered. And that can be interesting. Number one, I'm working with a foreign language, and number two, I have to do it backward. And I have to line everything up on the top, which is like everything opposite of how we would normally do English. I'm starting on the second word now, and this would be Rakia. I'm doing someone's name, so I'm almost done, and I'll show you. Okay. So see if you can see this. You can see, I don't know if you can see the Hebrew on that. Let me focus on it. I can't see it. That's me. Anyway, it's on there. So flip it over. I'm going to put my 0.925 sterling silver stamp on the back. I have to be careful with that because it can cause the metal to mar, which I do not want, obviously. On the front. Okay, that one's done. I'll do the other one and show you the finished product. Okay. Oops, sorry for the bumping. I am back. So I finished stamping the letters, and then there are different methods to filling in the letters on a hand stamped item. I'll show you what that looks like right now. It's just filled in. I prefer the black Sharpie method. Not fancy, but it works wonderful. That's actually the preferred method, I think, for a lot of people. Another method is this little liquid bottle. It's got some black goo in there, and you just put it on there and you wipe it off, and it goes down into the crevices and then it dries. That's okay, but I feel like the Sharpies last longer and I feel like they go in better. So if you ever have to touch up something that's been hand stamped, or maybe even something you've bought at the store, you just color with a Sharpie over the letters the best you can. You can even use a tinier Sharpie, you know, to just do the letters, which for you would probably work out best. And then you take some alcohol, rubbing alcohol. I use toilet paper because it's super soft. It's soft. And I used to use paper towel, but I noticed it kind of scratched stuff up a little bit. So you don't want to do that. You want to use paper towel. Get some rubbing alcohol on there. Rub it across your Sharpie or the goo that I was telling you about. And then what's left are the letters. You see them. So I'm going to do that to both of my bracelets here. Okay, and then with your purchase, I always include a polishing pad. This one's kind of dirty, but it's because I work with it. So basically you just, oh, there goes the camera. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't have a cameraman today. So you polish up your piece right over the top of those letters that you just colored in. I work on a black surface because everything turns black. My fingers are black at the end of the day, the table's black, pads are black, everything turns black. I'm just polishing up the silver now, both sides of the cuff. Now I want to check the letters of the words just to make sure they're all filled in, which this time they are. Have a handy dandy bracelet bender tool. Actually, I've got several of them. I'll show you. So you stick the end in there, hold it down, and with brute strength, bend it around the metal. Bend the metal around the metal. Whoop. Okay, so then you end up with something like this. I'm not sure. There you go. Let me do that to this one. All right. Now, that's humongous on a wrist. That doesn't work out so well. But you can make it smaller. Take the nylon jaw pliers so that they don't scratch anything. Bend the ends down slightly. And then it's still a little big. I'm going to take these other nylon jaw pliers, and they are curved. I don't know if you can see that, but they're curved in such a way, I just put them on there, on the bracelet, and whoop, squeeze, and it curves it nicely. This one. Okay. Now, it's still not quite right. I want to bend the ends down a little bit more. That's looking better. Alrighty, so put it on. That's better. Give it a little squeeze. That's all you got to do when you wear these bracelets. Put it on, you squeeze it to fit around your own wrist. Then it's really custom. Alrighty, so that's it. Take a look at that. That's the shape. Still a little big, but I want people to be able to put it on. There's the words. Oops, that was upside down. Okay, there we go. You see that? Ooh, it's so pretty. Textured and hammered, just gorgeous. It's everything beautiful. So I think that's all I wanted to show you today. Sometimes I do take this. This is a candle holder I saw at the store. It's wood. I thought, well, that'd be perfect for bracelets. So sometimes I take them and I'll put them around that and hold it nice and firm, and then give it a squeeze and pull it up. Look at that. Ooh, perfect. Just like a little mold type thing. It's got, you know, different small, it goes from small to big. That's all I wanted to show you today, how I make one of the most popular items in my shop, the cuff bracelet. They're extremely trendy right now, so you better order yours. I do English, of course, and custom orders. So talk to you later. Don't forget that if you are watching this video on YouTube, I put all the links down below of the things that I've been using today, the tools and things like that, and the pliers and the cool little gadgets that just make jewelry making easier. So I'll see you later. More tutorials to come. Bye-bye.